Welcome. Have you ever wondered how much do they hide from us? Ancient civilizations, revolutionary technologies, very shape of our planet, hidden from our view. We in Troll Vision decided to seek the truth where others don't want you to look. Now tell me, what is water? Have you ever stopped to think about a substance that is fundamental part of our life? You drink it every day, wash in it, hopefully, and use it for many different utilities. But once again, what is water? Mainstream scientists want you to believe that it's just H2O, just a chemical compound. But what if it's something more? A sentient being. Proposers of conscious water theory claim that water has memory and can react to our emotions and acts. Said fact was hidden from us by globalist elites to sever our connections with nature and exploit water for their own purposes. Water, depending on alternative researcher we ask, may be a single sentient being, a nerve network of Earth, or have any individual pool of water being a sentient, separate being. Theories are different, but all agree on one thing. Water experiencing positive stimuli, like nice words and calm music, will have a different, more ordered structure than water that was exposed to negative stimuli, like metal or insults. Water understands emotions rather than words, which explains language barriers. And that's why independent researchers of thinking water propose that you speak to your water before drinking it.
You stupid
This was proven by research of Dr. Masaru Emoto. By observing water he froze after some time of exposure to different stimuli. Positive exposure resulted in a structure that's symmetrical and ordered, while negative broke its structure. Apologists of mainstream science put some negligible criticism to the experiment, like how it's impossible to replicate, inconsistent, and doesn't fit the scientific method. Usually we ignore stuff like this, since old science doesn't concern itself with weird words like selection bias or unfalsifiable. But we in Troll Vision like challenges and believe in independent research. That's why we attempted it ourselves. As you can see, we have 3 test samples. One we subjected to music. Other one we asked a question and tried to listen to. And final one we subjected to magnets. Then we froze all 3 and compared them to our control sample. Everything like credible scientists want. And here are the results. This water we subjected to a song. This was near a magnet. This one was near a microphone. While it haven't spoken once, it still generated an image. And this was a control sample. This way we managed to repeat research of many different alternative scientists. Fanboys of academic science call that pareidolia, cherry picking, or confirmation bias. Meaning of those terms wasn't determined yet. Probably they made them up. And when that fails, they try to point out that images are AI generated. Like if they didn't fake videos of space to claim that Earth isn't flat. But this experiment has a flaw. Let's talk about what is freezing. It's nothing more than extracting energy from something. To make a kilogram of water lose 1 degree of temperature, it requires nearly 8,000 joules of energy lost, when that 1 degree is in room air. If you're boring or from Europe, for 1 degree it's 4,200 joules. This isn't really much, but the higher temperature of water, the more energy you have to extract. undisturbed water can be in a state of supercooling. Shaking water in this state will cause it to freeze instantly. Won't this process cause changes in water memory? We've decided to perform experiment on liquid water, playing music to it for extended period of time. And indeed, under the influence of stimuli from outside, water changed color. We believe that this may be an explanation for color of rivers in India. But, as usual, scientists want to ruin our fun with weird rules they want to impose on us. Second law of thermodynamics this, entropy always increases that, things don't get into order themselves unless there is a reason or energy, but boring. If you want, I linked a video of a globe-loving Freemason who explains that. In short, if you shatter a glass bottle, it won't reassemble itself. If we assume that water molecule can hold a single bit of information, for example, if last expressed emotion toward it was positive or not, then forcing this bit to a specific value will require energy, as it limits the possible states water can be in. Entropy is preserved as this action will put energy into the surroundings, in form of heat. Minimal energy required for this is described by Landauer's principle. Vaporization demands that water molecules can act independently, as it would separate any possible networks that could be rearranged in nearly infinite ways. Problem is, if we put this minimal requirement and apply it to every single one of water molecules per kilogram of water, it will output around 93 kilojoules of energy, heating up water by 22 degrees every time you speak to it. And you have water in your body too, giving you a slightly inconvenient fever. This proves that, since water thinks, it can deny laws of thermodynamics and prevent chaos. That's why science hides it from us. There is a topic that alternative researchers mostly avoid: heavy water. Unlike normal water, it can't sustain life, and is used in production of nuclear bombs. It's unclear if this water is sentient. Some researchers believe it may be evil, traumatized due to its use in warfare, or angry because of body shaming. Other example of water turning hostile is water intoxication. Drinking too much water will cause sodium in your body to get diluted, which can result in minor inconvenience of having to discuss your past actions with your creator earlier than you would desire. Unfortunately, we so far couldn't determine if water can speak. Modern scientists would call my methods non-scientific, and would call me one of their scientific buzzwords, like mentally unstable. But their hate towards alternative source of knowledge won't stop me. Despite many experiments, we were incapable of two-way communication, but we haven't given up yet. So, still not speaking, Don't worry, I'm patient. I have my ways to make you speak. Answer! So, it's going to be like that. Then how about this? Are you going to talk now? I ask, are you going to talk, you son of a stream? Sentient water is a very interesting theory. Unfortunately, it's fake. Fabricated by NASA to deny obvious fact of Earth being flat. There is no mention of water above the dome. Water is spoken as affected by gravity, which isn't real. And almost every video about this theory shows a globe, or speaks about planet Earth. Don't get fooled by NASA propaganda. Troll Vision will continue to seek the truth.